Hello, and welcome to Pharmacy Local Market Insights for Northern Ireland, in association with the NPA and powered by Real World Analytics. The objective of this report is to give you visibility of what is happening in your local area in relation to paid NHS item growth, pharmacy and practice participation. You can use this report to get ahead of your local competition and identify areas which you can grow your business. Page 1. How am I doing compared to my local competition? Firstly, on the map, you have visibility of the positioning of the top 10 pharmacies in your local area. Your pharmacy is indicated by the orange circle and your competition in the blue circles. The size of the circles is relative to the volume of the paid rolling year items. The next view indicates the growth in all the pharmacies for the latest month, the latest 3 months, and the latest 6 months. Each of these timeframes is compared to the same period last year. The orange again reflects my pharmacy. First, identify how your pharmacy ranks in relation to the local competition. The pharmacies are ranked descending by the volume of the rolling year items. Compare the growth of your pharmacy for each of these timeframes against the average, which is indicated at the grand total row, to see if you are performing above or below the average. Then review the other pharmacies to see how your highest ranking competition is doing. Orange. Following this, you can then see the trend performance across the last 12 months in all the local pharmacies. We are again indicated in orange. Page 2. Where are my items coming from? On the map, we can see our pharmacy's top prescribing practices. The number of each circle reflects the rank of that practice relative to our paid dispensed items within our pharmacy. The next view shows us the practices above ranked descending on the rolling year items contributed to our pharmacy. Here we can also see the growth of each of these practices within my pharmacy for the latest 3 months and the latest 6 months versus the same time periods last year. We can also see the percentage of our items that comes from each of these practices. In this example, 91% of my dispensed items come from practice A. Next, we look to see how each of these practices are performing independently. By comparing the two views, we can see if a practice may be growing their items over the same time, but our percentage is not growing at the same rate or at all. We can also see what percentage of their items is coming to us. Page 3. Who is dispensing the local GP items? We should be asking ourselves from the previous two views, if a practice is growing and we are not growing with them, where is their item growth going to? By reviewing this view, we can see the participation of all the local pharmacies within each of my top 10 practices. Am I losing considerable items to my neighbour, and is there something I can do about it? In this example, we can see from the previous view our top practice prescribes 91% of our items and is seeing growth over the last 6 months, but that our item participation within this practice is falling. Now we can see where that growth is going and which of our competitors appears to be growing their items at our loss for this practice. If you have any queries or questions, or feel you would benefit from individual business coaching, please contact your country representation manager listed on the title page of your report.